Okay, let me give you your rundown of Chapter 15. Uh, I want you to go to the chat, and I want you to discuss in writing the functions of the Fed and open market operations. Tell me briefly what they are. That's your assignment from this video. Okay, let's run down quickly what's there for you in Chapter 15 that you need to know. On page 392, you need to be aware of how the Fed is organized. You need to pay particular attention to the Federal Open Market Committee and the importance of that particular part of the Fed. On 394 and 395, there are some details about the Federal Reserve districts that you need to be aware of. And also, you need to review the check clearing process that the Fed goes through when a check is written. There are two branches of the Federal Reserve that are usually involved in any clearing activity. You should also know there are 12 branches, or there are 12 Federal Reserve banks and 25 branches. Okay, next on 396, there are 6 functions of the Fed that are listed there. You should be able to tell me at least 3 of these for the quiz. All right, 399, the 2 main money policies that are practiced and controlled by the Fed and the Federal Open Market Committee. Loose money policy, lower interest rates, stimulate economic activity, usually leads to higher inflation. Tight money policy is when the Fed raises the interest rates. This will usually result in economic slowdown. It's usually done as a combat to increasing inflation. And it's a balancing act that the Fed and the Federal Open Market Committee have to go through. Okay, the next thing that we need to look at is on page 400, fractional reserve banking. You need to understand how fractional reserve banking is used to increase and grow the money supply in the United States. This is controlled by the Fed's money policies. Next, we go to page 403 and reserve requirements. This is another area that's controlled by the Fed. This is done to control the money supply and to work in conjunction with the interest rates to either stimulate the economy or to slow it down to combat inflation. Next we go, page 404 and 405. There are 3 interest rates there that you need to be aware of. The discount rate, which is what the Fed charges on loans that they give out to commercial banks. The prime rate, which is what banks charge on loans to their best customers. And the federal funds rate. That's what banks charge each other when they loan each other money. These are usually short-term loans, the bank-to-bank loans. And then the last thing that you need to be aware of is on page 406. That is open market operations. This is the buying and selling of securities by the Fed to help control the money supply and to influence money policy.